All right, all right, all right. All right, so we're playing a different game tonight. Uh even even though it's Final Fantasy Tactics, that does not mean we cannot talk about what you call it, Elden Ring. Uh, yeah, we've just been going hard on Elden Ring lately, a lot, and just taking an evening to chill out, relax, play something else. Um, normally it's a lot of Elden Ring, some Helldivers, and yeah, just it's gonna chill tonight with some what is it? What game is this? Final Fantasy Tactics. And if anybody wants to talk about Elden Ring, um, I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to continue discussing Elden Ring. I don't understand why the music's so loud. Why is the music so loud? All right. So let's see. Where are we? Oh, there's that. All right. Let's go see what. Let's see what our. I don't know. Hold on. I don't want to get in a fight just yet. What if they made an Elden Ring game like this? I think that would be really cool.
What do you need?
What? Oh.
What is it?
All right. So a samurai. No healer. Oh, the samurais can heal. No way to resurrect. Okay. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's see this. Dun dun dun.
Lead the way.
My turn, is it? Understood.
I am yours to command.
Just try and stop me.
To battle!
You know what? I think they should make the next Elden Ring game maybe like this, another spin-off, another different timeline, and make it a tactics
I'll
game.
do what I can.
I think that'd be really cool. You could have Crucible Knights, Lindell Knights, all type of knights being little units that you could control. Let's see. We'll wait for them to get closer. We'll go ahead and just charge up.
Gotta give it my all.
Because hey, slow pay nozzle. Advanced Wars Elden Ring Edition, yes. FF equals Pokemon. No. Final Fantasy Tactics is different. It's a tactical game. But I was just thinking, if
No holding back.
if Elden Ring was going to make another spin-off, it would definitely. I would like them to make something like this. I think it would be a cool move.
I must be decisive.
Greetings, Nustel. Greetings, Slope. Did I say that before? I don't know. But regardless, greetings. Welcome. Level 57. Okay. I wonder if we could if there was a modder out there that would be interested in like doing a reskin of Final Fantasy Tactics with an Elden Ring skin. Slave. It cures status effects. It could be flame cure me or flame protect me, whatever it's called. Oh, well, let's not do that. Let's focus first. Don't distract me. All right, let's move her up. Move her up, have her cast spells. Here we go. Oh, that guy can move. Oh, jeez.
Where to?
All right. My guy can move. Look at that teleport. Teleport. Boom. Only 70. The samurais are kind of cool in this game because they can cast magical spells, but they use, I guess, the spirit of the sword to cast their spells, which I think I would have never even thought of that.
I'm just getting started.
And you got your dragoon. He can't do shit.
Concentrate.
I don't know. We'll see. I might go back to Elden Ring here in a little bit. I have no idea. I might play. What's that other one? Helldivers. I'm not sure. I'm all up in the air today.
Nothing can stop me.
I was feeling kind of under the weather, and here I am. I feel better though. Let's see. All right, let's do a summon spell. All right, let's do summons a lich to unleash descending darkness attack, dealing dark damage that reduces HP of distant foes by large proportions of. Okay, let's do it. Dark damage. Right there. Oh no. Dang. Everybody's gonna move out of it. Ah, man, I should have paid more attention.
A mere graze.
Dang. Oh well, wasted magic. Yeah, you are undefeated in Helldivers. Yeah, I was struggling. Me and Boss were playing earlier, and I was struggling pretty hard.
Just getting started.
Do we do what you want? Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, what is fun? It's all subjective. Teleport. No, we're gonna do that spell again. I don't know. I'm feeling indecisive today. Boom. Look at that. 140 didn't kill him. Dang. All right. She can reach him with her spell. But I don't know. This. See, what's AoE 2? Age. I don't know what. I don't. No, I don't know what AoE is. AoE 2 Arcage? No. Tacticana? Yes, man. Final Fantasy Tactic. Age of Empires. Oh. No, I don't know what that is, man. is that that's an RTS, I assume, right? Like StarCraft, maybe. Oh, okay. No, I think I've only ever played like StarCraft when it comes to RTSs,
To
and Dark
new
Rain back
heights.
in the day. But and Dark Rain 2. Oh, and Command and Conquer. But yeah. Age of Empires is? That's strange. Kind of like EverQuest. That's an MMO that's still active, I think.
My strength wanes.
I think I seen some videos about that. That game looks awful. No offense to anybody, but still, yeah. I was like, what? People, you playing this? From 99? Wow. Yeah. 99, wow. Well, I've been playing this game Tactics since 97.
Out of my way.
If it's a good game, it's a good game. I figure I'm gonna be playing Elden Ring till like forever. It's gonna be like I'm gonna be like 60 years old playing Elden Ring on my PlayStation 9. That'd be awful. Oh man, what was that one? Age of Wonders 4. Is that on Steam or is that only on PlayStation?
Hey?
You know what? Let me look it up on Steam. Age of Wonders. I know I looked it up, but I can't remember what kind of game it was. Was it a gacha game? Or was it like Wuthering Heights? $50. Oh, it's like an anime version of Diablo. No. Oh, I remember now. It's the one that Quest for Magic. It's okay. That's $50 is a lot. Oh my God, there's like all these expansions already. Oh, like Brigandine. Well, you remember Age Quest for Magic? That was kind of like that. Play of Valheim? I'm not playing Valheim. I play that. You're gonna give me traumatic experiences, man. Look, I have Valheim on my on Steam right here. I last played it August 1st, 2001. I played 58 hours of it. Yep. Yeah. That was the year I got divorced, man. Man, I think I've been playing that game since it was in a beta. I think it was. Dang, it was awful. Game was rough. Yeah. No, I don't know. I got Code Vein. I was trying to play that earlier, and I was like, man, Code Vein controls are rough too, man. I was like, I need a game with controls that are simple. Simple game controls. Let's see. Let me go through my Steam library. Okay, let's see. I got Elden Ring, Night Rain, Tactics, Forever Winter, Helldivers, Magicka, Metal Gear Solid Delta, Where Winds Meet, which doesn't play on my PC for some reason, Apex Legends, Baldur's Gate, Black Desert, Blue Protocol, Code Vein, Dawn Lands, Destiny 2, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, Dragon Age Origins, Final Fantasy 1, The Finals, The First Descent, Grand Blue Fantasy. I got a lot of fantasy games. Halo Infinite, Halo the Master Chief Collections, Marvel Rivals, Monster Hunter Rise, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, Ninja Tycoon, Fantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis, Pico Park, Putin versus ISIS, Red Dead Online, Rift, Street Fighter 4, Super Animal Royale, Throne and Liberty, Valheim. That's all I got. Is Boulder Gate 3? My ex is lost. Yeah, for real. Is Boulder Gates 3 platform? Multi cross platform? I have no idea. I didn't even think it was. I didn't know it was multiplayer. That's not. I think that's the one that tried to copy Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? We could look up some trailers, some new game trailers. See what the next big game might be. Man, 'cause yeah, I do need another game to play on my off time. Let's see. What? Let's see. Let's see. What? Man, where do you look up game trailers anymore? Do you just look IGN? Oh, oh, there. Did y'all know there's a Avengers Doomsday trailer? Oh, you know what? Let's look at this real quick. Let's look at this real quick. Where is this? Not Avengers. Who cares about that stuff? I'm like over that BS. Let's see. There's a Warhammer game coming out. Yeah, it is a. This top audio. You all right, hold on. Where is the YouTube? Man, I don't know how to do this anymore. Man. Why isn't it not working? Why? Let's see. Tactics, YouTube. Oop, nope. Tactics. Right there. There we go. Ready? Oops. I don't know what I did.
Warning. Engine damage catastrophic. To the Thunderhawk.
What is this? This reminds me too much of StarCraft. All right, I had enough of that. I'm already done. I'm done with. As much as I want to try, as much as I want to like Warhammer, 40K, it's just something about it just not for me at all. I don't know. Freaking Warhammer. Why would they ruin fantasy? You know? Why would they ruin Warhammer Fantasy? And yeah, it is a money trap. Golly. You know what? Let's play some Night Rain. Already got my battle in for the day. Let's see. Night Rain. Where is that? All right, it should be launching. There we go. I don't know, man. The whole like sci-fi orcs, alien elf thing is just not for me at all. Night Rain. All right. Jesus, that's loud. Oh, let me fix the. Why is it off center like that? Jesus. Hold on. I know what to do. Maybe. Windowed. There we go. That should work. All right, let's continue. Perfect. All right, now we're cooking with grease. Dune is cool though. Have you played that new Dune game? And also, yes, I've always preferred fantasy over sci-fi too, as well. Unless it was Star Wars, back before Disney took it over. All right, 3 players. Star Wars is science fantasy, yeah, it is. And it was done. It was done good. It wasn't perfect, even when George Lucas had started making the prequels. But it still had logical rules, or some rules to it. You know, it just wasn't. I know that they make stuff up, but it didn't feel like they were just making stuff up to make people Mary Sue's. If you know what a Mary Sue is. Look at this outfit. Best outfit. Look into those eyes. Man, the graphics in this game, they said they're using the same engine, but dang, it's way better. These graphics are way better. Have I ever read the original script in comic book form? No, I haven't. I've read the novelizations of the movies. They were pretty good. Oh man, why is it taking so long? Is nobody playing Night Rain tonight? Okay, that looks good. Okay. Everything's different in the script. There we go. Like how different in the script? Are Luke and Leia not brother and sister? I thought that was a weird addition. I mean, the whole kiss thing when they were in what was it? The Empire Strikes Back was kind of. It didn't get weird until you found out they're brother and sister. And when I saw that in the sequel, I didn't remember the kiss. Hey, what's up, yo, Pharaohs? Pharaohs. Night rain. Oh no. Is this Yo, Pharaohs, man, me too, man. But I needed to break off base game Elden Ring. I've been playing that game hard lately. Wink. Oh man. I do hope they do take like the movement and combat from at least from here to put it in the next game. I think they need to add the jump damage again. That's kind of silly. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Han Solo was an alien. Darth Vader didn't have the Force. The Emperor looked like Baron Harkonnens, etc. I think we're gonna take that just because. Yeah, it's like coded for like some type of other game, isn't it? Like another Frontline or mech game or something like that, or something. Maybe a Dark Souls. Well, we know it's not going to be Dark Souls. It could be a Dark Souls remake, like a Dark Souls 3 remake. I don't know. This person. I don't play this game. This person needs to lead the way. Oh God. See. But I understand why they did this. Game is so vertical. Oh, is that Those Who Live in Death? You can't really take anything in here to be lore accurate, unless this whole place was once a place of those that live in death. Yeah, I think this game is just a blender of let's put all the things that we have in the game, blend them together. Granny lives and death. You know what? That's a fair statement. You can't argue with that because she is dead, right? She's a spirit. But I think those who live in death is a title to those that were lost in death, right? And those that were lost in death became those that live in death because now they had their death messiah. How do I drop stuff? I don't know. Like, are those glintstones? Oh, that's probably a giant glintstone there, right? And these would be stalagmites, and inside the stalagmites, the parasitic thing is oozing out of them. Where is everybody? I'm lost. Oh. There he is down there. He's probably like, oh, this team. Yeah, we don't get much lore. Why did they become jellyfish when the ancestral spirits on warriors? And yeah, exactly, man. We don't get that. None of that makes sense. I mean, it's better to have maybe, perhaps, and I saw this in a video that perhaps the spirit of children become jellyfish. And maybe that is like a friendly way to express that, because you don't want ghost children going around, then you're going around smacking them around, sending them to the next world, literally. I mean, that wouldn't look good for optics, I guess. So make the spirit of jellyfish represent the children's spirits, but don't explain it except through that one quest, right? And nobody would pick up on it. That was I saw that. That was a video I saw like way back in the day, trying to explain it. And I think it's a good explanation. It would be pretty sad. Hey boss, welcome back. Is that the fire? I hate this whole mechanic. Golly. Jiminy crickets. Uh-oh. What is that? You mean, oh, ooh, I'll take that. Man, I don't know where to go. How'd that guy get up there? Oh, jump. Hey, look, there's that white water. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, man. There we go. Boost HP restoration for class. That one. All right. Well, that's good. We're doing kind of good. Death root depths. It does. But it must be further down. Oh. I think I got a shitty weapon. Dang. Oh well. Oh well. I wonder from Death Root Depths, where you take this. I wonder if this is somewhere in between that and where you end up getting Ronnie's doll. Because there's the waterfall. Let's look around. No time to look around. We got it. All this stupid timer. Even deeper. Boss says it could be deeper. I can't go that deep, man. Just born that way. Oh, run, run. I don't know where to go. Oh, I guess into that bridge, I guess. Here you go, boss. Or I guess Nostal. Nostal. Here you go. Here's the saint again. Of the arbiter of the Golden Order. Yeah, look at that. No, it's not Radagone. It's the saint of. Oh wait, where are we going? Oh dang. Mistakes were made. Don't jump off. It's death. This is a cursed run. I need those. These are gonna save lives. Oh, you have 0 death in Night Rain too? Dang, bro. You're mad good at gaming, man. Radagone confirmed for real. Boom. Nice. All right, here we go. Wait. there goes one. They call me X23. Oh shit. Oh, damn. Dodge. Oh, dodge again. Oh, I forgot that that girl can use her special every time my special's up. The Undertaker. Bear Communion? Yes. I think there should be more Bear Communion spells. Which is funny about the Bear Communion, just to talk lore a little bit. I'm sure everybody's tired of it, but if you think about it, summon Dark Cloud, enhance counterattacks now, add low HP, create holy ground. Let's do this one. All right, if we think about it, Bear Communion is the reason they gave us Bear Communion. Is it supposed to be a parallel how we find out that, you know, sorceries and incantations are roughly the same thing? You know what I mean? Welcome back, Steven. Never tired of talking about lore? Let us hope. Oop. Yeah, but back to the Bear Communion. You know what I mean? Like how Emir tells us that it all originates from the same fount of power, right? It's only like if you believe it, or if one if and the others if you think it, but they're the exact same thing. So if Dragon Communion, the reason they gave us Bear Communion is to tell us that there's no Dragon Communion, it's the same thing. Maybe? I'm not sure. I think there might be a parallel there. Somebody needs to smoke on that. Let me know. Wait. Ooh. Dodge. Don't run. Don't run. Oh, man. Like, I'm gonna jump down. The Wily Coyote flap. Where is he? Or her? Where is she? I blessed her before I killed her. As she died, Undertaker's hammer. We'll take it. Farmer seal. Man, none of these are good for me. Oh, we'll take that. Where are we going? Where are we going? All right, let's see. Nussel's here. He's got some. Red Bear does the same stone stomp as Godfrey and the Crucible Knights. That's true. Oh shit. Come on. Can you get out and target it? Come on. There we go. I think consuming the dragon hearts in Game of Thrones is slightly different. Oh, boss, close your eyes. Oh man. Killing the spirits. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, there goes my level. All right, run, run, run. Does Morchile know where to go? Oh, yes he does. No more Chile. Is it gonna be enough though? Is it gonna be enough? It is. What? Oh man, I think I dropped something good. All right, run, 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 run. We're jumping for it. Oh shit. Can we jump over this? Yes. What's he pointing at? Oh, it's a spirit jump. Nope. All right. Where are we going? All right. Let's see. Let's see. I'm pretty sure Bear Community is just from soft acknowledging how many players saw the Rune Bears as bosses and praised the bears. Probably. But let us not forget as well that I think it was in the beta or in 1.0. The bears also dropped Dragon Hearts. Let's not forget. Slope also says, my toughest enemy in the base game was a solo ghost Clean Rock Knight in Radahn's dungeon area. Really? I'll take it. Where are we going? That way? Yeah. All right, let's go. Oh, he's fighting the thing by himself. All right, Chile, here we come. Anything good? Yeah, let's get that. Instead of that. Still can't level up. Great. Oh no, Chile. Really? You know what? I'm gonna have to go check that out, Slope. Hey, look here. There's one of those giants. Oh, look, more children. What are they doing down here? Level 12. Yeah. That's not good. We're in trouble. I think. Look at the tentacles. It's not good. Well, well, well. Ain't this a quinkadink? Oh, look, more Radagone statues. The Arbiter of Elden Ring. You know what? What if these are battle nuns like what's her face? Undertaker. You know what? Nobody's ever made that connection. Look at her. And then look at the, you know, the battle nuns. Oh no. They're definitely horn scent. Oh shit, it's shit. Artorias. Alright, somebody keep him distracted. Oh! Ouch. Ouch. Es no bueno. Wow. Chile. Oh, man. Oh. Ah, drinking. Artorias. Damn. Run, run. Where is he? There he is. Oh, come on. No, no, don't try to get me. Don't try to get me. You have a... Steven has a theory how the Misbegotten came to be. I would love to hear it. Tell me. Lion's Claw. Yeah. That's all he's been doing. No, I'm playing it. Oh, God. You need to run. Run. Chile, run. Chile, no. To hell with this game. Bum, bum, bum. But, as much as I don't like this game, I do like to see what was around the Round Table Hold before Lindell grew up around it. It was a foresty area, which is nice. Right? We can. Is it safe to assume that it was in a forest? Or is this more into the future? Is the Round Table Hold? Oh, wait. Look at that. There's a new. That's new. I've never noticed that before. Is that Queen America in the center? Okay, we have a little girl. Is that a little girl kneeling? There's a... Oh, it's definitely holding a vase. Teardrops, maybe? Blessings due. They're handing it out. There's some maidens. Yeah. Maybe they're washing themselves. Maybe it's like soap. Oh, is it a bathhouse? Is it like a bathhouse? Is that what we're seeing? Because that other lady's got a vase too, a vase. That one's got a, on the far right, it's definitely got like a bowl on their shoulders. Or no, they're carrying a bowl. Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to have to change the title when I get done. I was playing Final Fantasy Tactics, came in, and I was just like, nah, I'm not feeling it either. Huh, hold on. So maybe this was a... Was this a bathhouse before it became a fortress? Where is my telescope? from the Erdtree. Yeah, it could be that. Could be it could be them distributing the sap and stuff. But that's definitely America. She looks like she has the long hair. Man, camera. I think when Radagon mended the Elden Ring, no more humans could be born only from the Erdtree misbegotten. So they all came into existence after the shattering. Steven, I would, if that would be that's a good idea, but the only question I'd have for you is that when you do the Frenzy Flame ending, right, or down that quest line, Melina says births continue, right? How would you reconcile that? Because when she says birth, I tend to think like natural births, not rebirths from the Erdtree. Well, there's misbegottens in the Halley Tree. Boss says Castle Morn seems to suggest that it had misbegotten before the shattering. Boss and Cayman, both of those statements I would agree with. I think those are factual. Hey, look, they use the same writing. Oh, what is this? Really? Oh wow. I didn't know this was a thing. Oh well. What in the world is that? Is that Limgrave? Is that the Divine Tower before Stormvale was built? Or is it after Stormvale crumbled into the sea? What's the point of view? Huh. Interesting. Or could that be the Caelid Wilds before it was destroyed? No, it's got to be Stormvale because if you think about it, it's got those, I guess those plateaus there, mesas. No, the plateaus. Or the rock columns that the Church of Anticipation's on. But that divine bridge is leading to nowhere. Pre-chat, or it's definitely got to be pre-Stormvale too, because there's no castle. There's the divine bridge, but it just leads to the top of that hill or whatever, top of the canyon. There's no castle. Oh, look, here's a bigger picture of it. Yeah, there's no castle. And what is that? Is that the mountaintop of the giants over there? Yeah, mountaintop. White snow, snowy top. Here's the divine bridge in Limgrave. That we know that one for sure. Erdtree's there. This. Oh wait, could that be the Erdtree? Then this is a really old painting before Stormvale was built. Biggest parallels with DS in general, in my opinion, that DS and Dark Souls. Was Dark Souls 3 profane capital with Nostella. Dark Souls 2 with Vendrick taking giants to use as golems to build capital, and Dark Sign being repeated over and over in. I don't have a torture, Firos. Slope. I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's no items like that in this game. We're just stuck. But it looks like here's something curious. All right, y'all. Anybody that's in the Inquisition Discord, you notice this also. You should notice this also. Let's say so Night Rain takes place in an alternate future, right? But the past is the same. What we see here, this stuff here. No, never mind. I was going to say, well, I guess if we look at Midra's Manse and stuff on the items here, there's no stickers. So if Midra's Manse had developed stickers and it was destroyed, nobody ever came up with stickers again. Let's go look on the other side. Hold on. No stickers. No. Yes, glue is a huge technology leap, but even more is an adhesive paper, which was only developed within the last 100 years or 200 years of us. That's how huge that leap in technology is. Adhesive stickers, glue is a big leap, but not as much as adhesive stickers. Like labels that we see on our soda pops, canned goods and stuff like that, they didn't have that. That's like within the last 200 years. Yo, glue is a huge thing. Think about it. If it wasn't for glue, a lot of things wouldn't have happened. It's if they weren't melting down fat and other substances and tars and all that, you wouldn't have seafaring vessels at all, or at least the ones that cross the world, because they filled that in with rope and then covered it up with some type of adhesive.
What is it now? What a darling bunch of fools you are. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
Shut up. Hey, look, there's another saint. They inhaled the glue sauce. Hey, I mean, that's quite possible. I mean, everybody, I mean, most people that play this game weren't probably in the 80s huffing liquid paper. Y'all remember liquid paper? Anyways, does anybody know what this is? Everybody gets 2 guesses. Ratatasker? No. Unless that's the real name for it. Grave question mark totem stela. Close. Oh my god, that's not how glue's made, bro. Stuff being burnt to a pot isn't glue. Oh, is that what that is? What do I know? I'm not into Norse mythology. Tree resin. Okay. With a pin, a nail. They weren't gluing stuff to. They weren't gluing stuff back in medieval times, man. They weren't gluing paper to labels in medieval times. That's what I'm telling you. It's a leap in technology. Maybe not. Maybe technology is not the right word, but it is a huge leap in society, of civilization, of culture, to have adhesive stickers that we see in Midrash Manse. Anyways, this is the same tablet that we see in whatchamacallit, the Queen's Bedchamber. And inside the Giants. It's got the same pictographs or hieroglyphs or whatever, hieroglyphs. Why would they make it so big? Why would they put it here? What in the world? Oh, there's a tree out there with floating rocks. Y'all see that? Uh-oh. We're in Farum Azula. Floating rocks around a tree. Floating rocks around a tree with water. Where's Boss? Boss would know. No, you're missing the point now. So you're thinking of just adhesive in general. I'm talking about stickers. Stickers. Look up stickers and tell me when was the first sticker developed? The first sticker that we have, like labels that we have on your prescriptions, on your things like that. Sticks, paper, self-adhesive stickers. Time is frozen. Yeah. Oh, that's true. This place is definitely in a whatchamacallit, in a pocket outside of time. I think there was a tweet about it from FromSauce that described the round table or where the round table was. It's not difficult to glue a piece of paper or permanganate. I don't know. I don't know what that says to a piece of cloth. All right, do it for me then. Do it right now. I'm not saying you. You're misunderstanding that. I'm not saying you need 2026 technology to do it. What I'm saying is you need a jump in technology from, melting down root resin, melting down fats or whatever, and then rolling it onto a wall and slapping or making a paste and slapping it on the wall. We're talking a sticker, man. I think I saw a video where the Undertaker is doing what you just said, flying up there. I don't know how to do that. Sorry. Oh wait, this is where the Erdtree should be right there, because this is in the base game. This is where you come in through the side, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. Oh, but in the base game, this isn't a chapel.
Yes, I'm listening. It is a great heap of castaway things. The aftermath of the long night. In this land now spilling over with rubble and dead. But my opinion counts for little in this matter. The corpses are piled high. A truth undeniable. We are duty-bound to act. There is no other choice.
She's been smoking. I can hear the smoker's hack. Miranda is the goddess of the bud and the water cycle of balance. Wait. Miranda, the goddess of the bud and the water cycle of balance. Boss, is that going to be in your thesis, in your treatise? I'm ready to read it. I believe that the Erdtree is a time trap for the Elden Beast. I think that the tree represents that. That could work. Oh, and the Elden Beast fell from the sky. That's why the tree has gravity? Miranda, goddess of weed. Wait, your fears. That's why the tree has gravity? I don't get it. Like gravity the spell or gravity inside the tree? The water cycle is going to be the new golden order. Yes. Yes, the waters. Boss, you need to come up with a name for, if the water cycle was going to be a religion, you need to come up with a name. The water order. Aquanet something. The tree that is outside. That's gravity. Okay. The way of water. The way of water, that's good. Aqua regalia. Regia. Something that my high school brain can pronounce. Easily. Dude. I'm glad more people are taking Night Rain lore more seriously. Technique, how you doing, man? Well, I'm glad you see that. I'm glad you like that. There isn't a lot of lore. I mean, it's more with the lore with Night Rain. It is just high speculation. Us like much more than the base game. Let's see. Is Miranda the first giant then? No. I would, Steven, I would say that the first Miranda is the first, probably the first humanoid to come out of the Crucible. All right, let's see. Aqua Regaia is the alchemical name for the acid that separates gold from other. Blah. No, let's stay away from the alchemical stuff, man. Let's keep it original. We'll call it aqua hydro, or water wet religion, wet water, something. I don't buy into all that alchemical stuff. Well, there might be some inspirations, but not to the extent that most of the community believes. Miranda Tolman says that she was the first of her own kind, so she'd have to be the first giant. If a giant, which I just, yeah, I don't think she was a giant. I don't see where anyone would come up with that one. And who was it that if Steven, if you believe she was the first giant, let me know where you got that from. Because yeah, look at, whoa. This tree is turning into a ghost, by the way, y'all. I just noticed that. I think Miranda was just the first Crucible person, in my opinion. Yeah, me too. I think she was first humanoid. Slippery slope. Miranda was Radigan. Case closed. Nostal. Case closed. That's a closed book on that one, y'all. Jake. I'm so okay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad too, man. Slope. He says it has to be the mother of all Crucible interference, right? Maybe. Like, what do you mean by interference? Inference. Crucible inference. Oh man, I can't read tonight. Oh well. Steven says, okay, so Miranda was born from the bud. Mary Jane herself. Mary Jane. Anyways. I think Miranda was iCarly. That's funny because my kids used to watch that. We used to watch it as a family back in the day. And I couldn't say iCarly correctly back then, so it was always R Carly. I'm like, we gotta watch R Carly again. Golly. Steven says, I thought that Raw had giants, so I wondered. Oh. I mean, there could have been giants in Raw, perhaps. You know what, Steven? Let me retract what I said. Now that I think about it, what your statement, and we look back at the historical evidence, well, the body of historical evidence, meaning the bodies literally, we know that in the past, creatures and life was much larger. So yes, Miranda probably was a giant, but not a giant in her time. You know what I'm saying? saying? She was a giant to us because we are future life forms that are now smaller, more compact. You know what I mean? She could have been a humanoid that was huge, but not a giant, right? So, Stephen, you're probably correct. Titans. Teen Titans. Let's see. Jake says, I'm splitting crackpot theory here. I'm spitting crackpot theories here. Miranda and Radagon are twins. Marika is a sister. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. If you believe, sorry, I'm getting over a little cold. If you believe that Marika and Radigan are such ageless creatures, then perhaps. Huh. I thought you could climb up this. You can. Oh. All right, let's see. Slope says Crucible lore and the underground cities always seem like it was the full version of Profaned Capital from DS3. I see the parallels. And it's kind of sad that in Dark Souls 3 we don't get more of the Profane Capital because it is really interesting. Look, another tree that's turning into a ghost. The Crucible Knights underground are searching the water source, and Devonia was in the water civilization searching for the Crucible. Maybe that could work. Boss, I have one question for you though. How do you know if you're standing behind that, right? How do you know what the Crucible Knights are searching for? That's my question. How long since you played Dark Souls 3? Like seriously played it? I think I dropped it back in 16. I think I played it maybe a total of 2 hours in the last 2 years. Profane Capital was really cool. Yes, it was. Radagon. Yeah. In Dark Souls, I think Dark Souls 3, I got to like New Game 5 or 6 or something. Before I think I went back to Final Fantasy 14 after that game. And then I played that exclusively for quite a while. I just kept playing. Slow kept on playing the Ring City PvP run. So Elden Ring. The Ring City was an amazing concept of city design and lore design. I think having this whole city that was, I want to say it was like underground, if I remember correctly, but it was like not underground either at the same time. You know, so it was like because you know you fight down the dregs and the dreg heap, and then you kill the twin demons or something. The one that Prince Lothric was supposed to have killed but didn't, and which I thought was also a really cool twist to the lore. It made me think of Artorias himself, right? Because it had Artorias. His legend was also wrong about him as well. Oh look, more ghost tree. What is going on? Was it a time capsule? And you know what? Maybe I missed it, but yeah, I think you might be right. I mean, it was. Yeah, I think the way it worked, right, with the way it was trapped in time, it was definitely separated. And then when you woke up Philonora, and the egg crumbled, and then I think what it was, I don't think that it was trapped in. Let me make sure I say this as close to as what I'm thinking. I don't think that it was like trapped in time, because a lot of people tend to think that it was trapped in time, or it was like when the egg drops or cracks, egg drop soup, when the egg cracks, and people think we skip forward in time, and I used to think that, but now after thinking about it over all these years, I think maybe the entire Ring City was an illusion, and when it finally cracked, the illusion of that broke, right? And everything that we saw was just all fake, and it was actually behind the scenes was just the desert nastiness of the end of the world, you know? Right, there you go, at the end of the world. Well, the dark soul was in all the humans, from what I understood. From what I understood, every human had a little piece of it, right? It wasn't, the pygmies didn't just have the dark soul itself. Maybe, well, if you believe in the time thing, then maybe like in the eons of that had passed from to, or in the natural timeline before we did the time skip, maybe those pygmy kings that were there at the end with what's his name, maybe they had already accumulated everything that was left, and that's why what's his name? What is his name? The red hooded guy. I can't remember his name. It's been so long. Excuse me. Maybe that's why he was there. Gale. That's his name. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool idea. The Gale's story also, to think that like this no name NPC, or no, I mean insignificant NPC, I'll say that, becomes like the main bad guy at the end of time is really cool. Gale. His name is Gale. You can't see me, Gale. But aren't they descendants of the first pygmy, so easily forgotten? No. No, so I'm afraid you're wrong on that one, bro. Gale is the bad guy. And the descendants of the first pygmies are humans, right? The humans, all the humans, mankind. Why do they look different at the end of the game? I don't know. Maybe they may have lived. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea why there's a, if you're wondering that, why there's a physical difference between them. I don't know. And Gale is not cool. He is a man on a mission to do bad things for a good cause, maybe. But the ends do not justify the means. And that's the whole story of Gale. Do the ends justify the means for each one of you? Gale has to be the bad guy so you can get the Dark Soul. Well, I mean, what I always wondered, if he's working for the painter and we're working for the painter, why don't we just like be friends? Why don't he just give us the Dark Souls, what he's accumulated, and give it to us? Or why don't we just give it to him? Game over. Why do we have to fight if we're on the same side? Working and the same side is just the painter girl. He's the left hand, we're the right hand, or vice versa. Why can't we just clap? I don't know how much he was still himself. So that's a fair point. He knew it was going to happen. Maybe meaning as he could see into the future because of all the Dark Souls he had. Gale ate the Dark Soul, so he must die one way or another. Okay. Well, Jake, who's that? Technique. So if that's true, why didn't he just allow us to kill him? Or why didn't we just sacrifice ourselves? I mean, unless it's just like, there can only be one, chop off his head, Highlander stuff. I mean, it's just a small critique. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. There can only be one. Good job, Jake. His mind is too far gone. Boss says, you could be right. Because to obtain the blood, he must first consume the souls. He knew that this would corrupt him. Okay, so if it corrupted him, why did it not corrupt us? Is it because we're already dead? Try to eat all the BS and still stay sane. Nostal. When you get to, you know what? You can stay sane, my friend. You can. It's very hard, but you can do it. We time travel and he stayed for eons waiting for you. Boss. That's a good answer. Miyazaki wants us to struggle onto eternity. Technique. Don't come at me with too much logic. I only have a high school education. You're the pro tag. But I want a skin tag. Slope says, turns out that the final boss of Elden Ring DLC and the final boss of Dark Souls 3 DLC both went crazy from cannibalism and needed to be defeated in ritual combat. Wait. Final boss of Elden Ring DLC? Cannibalism. Mikla? No. Radon? No. Who's the line? Who are you referencing? The final boss of Elden Ring's DLC. Which one would you consider the final boss? Mikla? Is cannibalism? Oh, well. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay. I mean, Dark Souls corrupted him. It's kind of like Frenzy. Nostal, that's what I get for reading your comment. Golly. What a man. Sabotage. Let's ask the Duchess. What do you think of Nostal's comment? It's stupid. Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't say it. She said it. Don't be mad at me. He said sorry, Duchess. Let's see if she accepts your apology. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's all good. Not to mention Gale is literally Jaren. I don't think that's a coincidence. You know what? You know what? Yeah, there is they do have a lot of similarities in their appearance. And yes, that's what I first thought, that he was one of those undead slaves or whatever, undead soldiers. What was Gale's title? He was a. Oh man, God, it's so long. I want to say it was an undead slave or undead soldier, right? Slave Knight, that's what it is. Slave Knight. From the lands of the frozen north, Slavic slave knight. He was very, yeah, I mean, slave cannon fodder. There you go. And when you piece Gale, well, you get a piece of Gale and a piece of Radon, Shard of Alexander. Well, hold on, what? Well, you get a piece of Gale and a piece of Radon, Shard of Alexander. Oh, okay. I get it. Slip says he was a slave of Gwyn's. I heard, didn't verify it. That's what I always assumed, that he was part of the Sun Realms. Wait. Could the Sun Realm be? No. Because Gwyn was the Lord of Sunlight. Wait, I'm sure there's a video out there where somebody connected the Sun Realm to Dark Souls. If there's not a video, I'll make one. It'll be 10 minutes long. Maybe 5 minutes long, because I'll just be like, the Sun Realm is in Dark Souls 3. It's in Alondo. The end. Not the Sunroom rabbit hole. Yeah. Nostal says the Sun Realm. Hold on. This is what I imagine what he sounds like. Slope says the Sun Realm. Excuse me. Hold on. Sun Realm is definitely a reference to Dark Souls, but everyone wants a real tangible Sun Realm because Sun lore is Elden Ring's. And Elden Ring does exist. Because Sun lore in Elden Ring does exist. Well, I mean, we have. Well, yes, it does, because we see the remnants of their army and their wars that they fought against the barbarian hordes. This Nostal says, this is what I imagine he sounds like. The Sun Realm doesn't exist. Just the eclipse. The Sun Realm is Radigan. Like, literally Radigan, or like, I hope Jack isn't here. Oh, God. He would lose all respect for the Inquisition. No. Let's see. Slope once again says, Eclipse Sun? Sun warming stones, and the sun itself is responsible for daylight cycle in Elden Ring. That's true. Nostril says he has a Chinese accent. Try again. I don't know how to do that, dude. Jack may be here. If Jack is here, he's just lurking, which is fine. He's probably rolling his eyes. He's already clicked off. What are you talking about? He's like, oh my God, this guy. Why did I even talk to this guy? Why did I even show up? He's been running around round table hold for 40 minutes talking nonsense. Lore theorizing, bro. Lore theorizing. Oh, look, there's a door I've never unlocked. Dang. Wait, maybe it's unlocked. Let me go look. Maybe you gotta push it up. Nope. Oh, and okay, and Slope says, oh, and like Abyss in DLC says sunlight. Can't reach it. That's true. He has ears. Okay, boss says. Now this is what I imagine boss sounds like. He has ears everywhere. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna start reading your comments and voices. Jack probably does. Remember he's got an army of mimics. Oh, you know what would be really cool? If they do, let me do some high imagination work real quick, right? Let's, for instance, in a alternate timeline right now on Super Earth, there's an Elden Ring MMO, and Jack has his guild, the Mimics, the Silver Mimic, Jack's Silver Mimic clan or whatever, and then on that same server, there's the Golden Inquisition, and it's a PvP server. Dun dun dun! Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be a little cool thing. Well, let's ask Duchess what she thinks about PvP. I love it. Okay, she loves it. 9. Anyways, what time is? Okay, 8 minutes. Any other high theorizing we want to get done in 8 minutes? Any questions that y'all don't want answered? Ask me. I will. Or throw me your theories. I'm ready. Nobody wins. The mimics would mimic us. Oh, snap. Bum, bum, bum. That would be crazy. You know what? Euphorios, let me throw you a little theory I had about back in the day. I thought back in the day, when George Lucas was making the prequel series to the Star Wars episodes 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if you're old enough to remember those movies, but in Star Wars, right, there's the Clone Wars. I thought it would be really cool if the entire thing turned out to be that Darth Vader that we see in the other games, not other games, other movies, excuse me, that the Darth Vader that went evil was a clone of Anakin Skywalker, and the real Anakin Skywalker had died in the Clone Wars because Darth Vader wins, right? And so it was like, it would be, instead of being this metaphor, I didn't kill Skywalker, or I did, or whatever, it would be literally, yeah, nobody knows that the real Skywalker is dead because there was these clones made of the Jedis everywhere, and nobody knows which one was the clone, which one was real. And the real Anakin Skywalker had died, and the evil clone had taken over. I thought if I was making the movies, that would be my movie, and everybody would love it. I think that would be an amazing movie. All right, let's see. Slope says the best sun lore I saw was that the sunworm and stones say that early Erdtree light healed with the gentle sun rays. Otherwise, just the eclipsed sun itself. I have to look into that and see what that means to me. Technique says, do you think Augur was the Elden Beast's sister? No. I would say no, because they don't have a lot of similarities, and we don't know for sure if the Elden Beast took on the form it has now because it was dragon influenced. So I can't answer that definitely with a no or a yes. Definitively. Talk about the trolls' tombstones in their chest. I haven't heard anyone talk about them yet. Okay, so the stone. What's there to say? I don't know, bro. I think I was supposed to talk about something like that about that yesterday. Hold on, let me. Oh, there it is right here. Tombstone in giant's chest. Okay, what was it yesterday? There was a connection I wanted to share with you. Now that I have it right here, dang, I should have written it down. I'm sorry, my old man brain it's forgotten it. Dang, sorry, man. Uh, but Slope, you know what? If I think about it, if I remember, I'll put it in the Discord if you're part of the Discord. Nussel says he made those films about my childhood. Literally one-to-one ripoff. Oh man. Nussel, I'm sorry, bro. Man, I'm sorry that that you had to go through that, bro. Sorry. Yep. Boss says, I wrote a bit ago why the underground Crucible Knights are searching the Crucible as Livonia. Oh, did I miss it? I'm sorry, man. Oh, wait, unless it was on the Discord. And then I'm still sorry. A lot of stuff gets thrown around and it's hard for me to keep up with everything. I do apologize. Slope says, I think the Tombstones is a replacement power source for the ripped out outer god from their chest. That's my theory. Yeah, I'm a Tim McGraw. Tim Tamak. I don't know what that word is. But you know what, Slope? Now that I think about it, I do remember I did once think that the tombstone in there was placed inside the stomach to prevent the fell god from regrowing. You know, it's kind of like a ward seal, you know? I do remember first thinking that when I saw that. Jake says, this is what I imagine Jake sounds like. For the player, the tarnish wasn't there. If the player tarnished wasn't there, would Godfrey have forgot Morgott? Would Melina have been his maiden and burned the tree for him? If the tarnish was absent, would Godfrey have taken the same steps we did? Damn, that is a good question, man. That is a good question. I'm gonna say yes, but I think though, I think that his sons would not have fought him. At least Morgott wouldn't have. Moog probably would have. But that is a good question. That's definitely some, man. I wish I had my cup of coffee now. I think about that. Jake, what a great question, man. Boss says no here. Dang. All right, I'll have to scroll up. All right, on chat, but don't worry, we are a lot of chatting. Thank you, boss, for being so understanding. You truly are a inquisitor of gold. Slope says, yeah, that might be it. That sounds better than in my opinion. Sure, why not? Yeah. Oh, with the yes, I remember now. Grace points him to us. Yeah, but the thing is, does it point him to us because of what we've done? Because we've defeated everybody, right? And all that's left that stands between Godfrey and the Elden Ring is us, right? We're two apex predators now. If we didn't exist, he would be the apex predator, and it would point him to wherever he needed to be, right? But but what we see is, I don't think he would kill his children. You know, if it pointed towards Morgott or whatever. I think, did it ever point to Morgott? Let me retract that statement. If it did point to him, I still don't think he would kill his children. Oh, you're okay. I get it. Okay, thank you, Slope. I get it. Tim. Agreed. Says Jake. Jake, good job. Thank you, Jake. Slope. He says, I think Morgott would have bowed down and just let Godfrey take the throne. Yeah. What I wonder is that what would he have done once he had seen Marika turn into Radigan? That's what always puzzled me, right? Because if you're in the camp that Radigan and America have always been the same, were they the same at the time when they were married? Would he be surprised by that? Or he'd be like, oh, it's the redheaded harlot? Or would he be like, holy shit? He was not built for that situation. No, he was not, man. No, he was not. He needs that 2026 mindset. It's rough. It's a rough life being Elden Lord. I've often wondered, did if Radagon and America were one, did he know that she could transform? I think Godfrey came just to get further instructions. He said something about being granted audience once more. His reaction would be interesting, though. No, so when he says audience once more, I think once more to be inside the Erdtree to claim the Elden Ring. But if you think that he was like, that's another thing. If that was the case, if from your point of view, what was he doing the entire time that we were killing his family and his friends and people he knew and his warriors? Where was he? Was he dead, or had he just resurrected from death when we walked in on him? I think Godfrey came. Oh wait, okay, I already read that. Slope says all we know is Muriel's words. When Godfrey was hounded from the capital, Radigan left Fernala and went to the capital to become second Elden Lord. Right. And that's why I believe that Radigan is not America, and let me make this really clear. I don't believe they are one body, one soul. I believe they are separate entities. Only that Radigan can shapeshift. Did Godfrey fight with Radigan back in the day? That's a good question. Okay, Jake, so I may be misinformed, but I believe that I had seen a video somewhere where somebody had pointed out that Radigan, he had proved that Radigan was present on the mountaintop of the giants. But I don't remember what the evidence was. I apologize. Audience means listening, doesn't it? Well, in English, audience means like, it means multiple things, like a group of people watching watching something together. They're an audience. Or if you request an audience, that means you request to be seen by somebody of nobility or higher stature. Godfrey. Yeah, like on the same side. Yeah. I think Radicon wasn't America, but as soon as he got Celestial Dew, he reunited upon marriage. They reunited upon marriage. Oh, like they merged together like during coitus, maybe? On that, on the wedding night? Yeah, some horrific John Carpenter thing. Your Firo says, I think Grace just wanted Godfrey to have the death of a warrior. Your Pharaoh's, the only question I would have for you would be the death of a warrior. Okay, so I would ask again, question mark, because we see that he, in the Badlands, he fought and died. Okay, Technique says, if I remember, the Hornsent was fighting the giants along with America. I know, I think it was Nossel that said, he pointed out that yes, that the Hornsent, or maybe it was Jackal, didn't like the giants. So that may be a thing. I don't know. That may be a thing. I give that like a 45% chance. Nostel says he was exiled to lands outside the lands between, right? Yes, he was. Unless you're watching Dryleaf Aaron's current work. Godfrey never left, but we'll see what that is. Both were against the Fell God. Technique says both were against the Fell God. Yes, perhaps. Nostel is using Latin for listening. Yes. I'm gonna have to get the dictionary out for you, Nostel. Because I don't know every I don't know the what's the word for etymology for every word, because words do start off what from their Latin or whatever Greek origins, right? But over time, a different meanings are applied to them. And you really have to look at how the word is being used to infer what definition to apply to it. Slope says, like he was a clone or mimic of America, split soul, but got celestial dude, became his own guy, then united with America's body to be the Elden Lord. Slope, that's entirely possible. I cannot prove my theory any more than what I already have. And it's just a lot of speculation, really. I mean, you could be absolutely right. Nossel says the Hornsent were scared by the fell god of the giants. I would agree with that. Steven says, I think either Elden Ring or America needed to drink the celestial dew, but not sure why. Well, let's think about it. Maybe America needed to drink it because of all the evil things that she's done, or she had, quote, did evil, quote, or you can't see me do with quote fingers. I don't think America was evil. She made some bad decisions, but once again, she's like Gale. Do the means outweigh the ends? I don't know. Jake says, theory. Godfrey's hair was red in his early days, perhaps. Yeah, because we only see him as an older gentleman with hair white as snow. Now, it is a Japanese game, and they do like the anime trope of white hair. Like in Final Fantasy XIV, most of the players have white hair. Or, the Makote do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, platinum blonde, I guess you could call it. Nostal, English tends to do that quite often. Yes, it does, sir. Yes, it does. All right. Yofiro says, I'm having a lot of trouble with the new Dryleaf Aaron series. I hope it eventually manages to win me over a bit. Well, I'll just take it with a grain of salt, man. I mean, the We Are Godwin series that he had was interesting. Yeah, a bit long, very long, but interesting. A lot long. Nostril. The assembled spectators or listeners at a public event such as a play, film, concert, or meeting. There you go. Yeah. A formal interview with a person of authority. There you go. Yeah. So I gave you the right. What's the word definition? Look at me. High school. Yeah. All right, Muriel's. Muriel's. Oh, this is what Slope says. What time is it? Okay, real quick. Yeah, Muriel says that Radagon got celestial dew all wrong. All wrongs of war were righted, and the Erdtree and Moon were united. But then Godfrey's eyes fade with no more enemies, and then Marika stripped his grace. Yes. Steven says, isn't Godfrey's hair attached to his crown, though? So he's the bro's got a hair system, man. Golly, thank you for calling him out on stream. Thanks, man. I mean, when I put on my hair system, nobody, man, I hope nobody calls me out. All right, one more. Here we go. Slope says, because America was like, why y'all not believing anymore? Give me back my credit. Go live and die and fight and come back. I'll give you grace back after you die. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on there. So audition like formal interview involving a giant axe. Yeah, sure. Godfrey, that's not that's back hair. It's line spear. Oh God, Jay, you're gonna kill me. All right. That was the last one. Jake almost killed me there. All right, everybody. Let's see. What's tomorrow? Thursday? That's Friday for me. So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll play some decent Elden Ring. Let's see what else. Let's remember maybe a new video on Friday. We'll see what happens. This Sunday coming up, definitely gonna do the call-in show. So if you're here and you want to call in and share your Elden Ring theories, make sure you show up and call in. Join the Discord. The link's gonna be in the show notes, I think. I can post a link here real quick in the chat. There. And don't forget that on the call-in show, we'll be discussing the question of the week. And it's a bit reflective, or a lot reflective. And the question of the week, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be, when you share your Elden Ring theories, is it your goal to persuade others or to share ideas? There you go. Yeah. So it was a great stream. Yeah, it was great. It was a great conversation. It was great sharing everything. Yeah. Nossel, listen to Nossel. He's a good guy. Yeah. So everybody, I'll see you back tomorrow. Y'all have a good day and be safe out there. Be safe.